mean, listen, I know it's been a while, but um, what we should do is give accounting. Okay, give accounting before we go. We can't just be popping on like that. People expect more of us, and we need to get this together. But that's neither here nor there. And welcome back to another week of nothing but
Answers, answers, answers.
hey, it's the place you come to get all the answers that you need. We have all the answers that you need, every one of them. I mean, but what you do with this answer is up to you. So anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm glad to see everybody this week. D, how are you doing?
I am good. A little tired, but still good. Blessed to see y'all. How's everybody?
Doing well, doing well. Leanne, how are
Good,
you
good,
doing?
good. Blessed and highly
Leanne,
favored.
how are you doing? Leanne, how are you doing?
I think that smile says a lot.
Leanne, how are you doing? All right, Leanne, talk for a minute. Let me get the YouTube on. Do you see the YouTube on? I mean, Facebook group. I just checked in. I don't necessarily see it. I think when I close the window, it
Yes, it's on.
it is on. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I just don't see it on my what's wrong. All right, cool. I wonder why it's not showing. The Facebook, right? Leanne,
What?
the Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, and okay, cool. All right. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Okay, so anyway, let's get right into it. How have your weeks been? Good weeks, tired weeks, anything this week anybody want to talk about? Let me know. What's going on? Anything come to mind?
Yeah, you know what? So I decided I was going to go a different route with my career. And I decided that I need certain certifications and things like that to be taken seriously for the role in which I'm trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I'm going to use my job here and implement things here that's going to give me experience to be able to put on my resume moving forward, which normal people do
What do you mean here?
here at my current job.
And nothing but answers? I don't know how we're gonna help you.
No, no, this is not my job
You said here,
at my current job.
only going by what you said. You said here.
Okay, but at my current job. So
Okay.
the issue I run into is that I'm a very all or nothing person. Once I make up for a short amount of time, I've made up my mind this is what I'm going to do, and I have gone full ham all the way in on this. And I spend all of my time, everything, nothing else matters. And
Nothing else really matters.
huh?
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
And
Come on.
and yeah, that's what I'm working on to be able to multitask.
It's
Uh,
great. It's a great thing. Should be over this in about a week and a half. So hey D, anything new in your life? Any upcoming shows? Have shows been going? I see you're on a tear. Uh,
Oh
talk to
gosh.
me.
Well, first of all, Liam, what's the new job? What can I know now? I feel like what are you getting ready to do? What's certifications for? Like, where are we going?
so
People don't want to hear about the certifications. Um,
shut up. So I'm a supervisor now.
Mhm.
in a waste to energy type of field.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to try to pivot that into operations data analyst.
Super dope. And do you have a mentor, someone who has the role that you're looking for? You got somebody that you're talking to make sure you're going in the right direction?
No, and that's why
I hear what you down.
I have someone I can reach out to try and help navigate me through this.
And that's a great Leanne second section. Good job. That's meeting Leanne. We're going to interview Leanne on another day.
First of all, you're not going to treat my girl like that. I am excited for you. And I'm excited to see the other side of this when you get to that role you're looking for, Mr. Braswell. I am excited. The people do want to hear this. We like success stories. As far as music goes, it's tiring me. It's tiring me out. I feel like an old lady lately, but it's a beautiful thing. There are lots of wonderful opportunities that are coming up. I'm going to be with Rashid Chappelle and the Co-op opening for Poor Righteous Teachers tomorrow in Trenton. It's a free show. We go on at 5. PRT goes on at 6. If you guys want to come out, it's hip hop all day. It's actually going to be a really, really cool day, including like there's a breakdancing competition. It's just a really nice event taking place in Trenton tomorrow. And then next Tuesday, I got a show in New York, not New York City, New York State. And then that's me and my band. And then next Saturday is the 7 Hours of Peace at the All Natural Corner, in which we'll be holding an all talent competition. It's just $25 to enter. There'll be $100 prize given. And then there's like a cipher and a shed. We're inviting all musicians to come out and play, and any MC that wants to come out and show off their skills to live instrumentation. That'll be from about 5 to 7. The 7 Hours of Peace is from noon to 7 next Saturday, August 22nd at 12 Charleston Road in Willingboro, New Jersey. Please come out to that. And if anybody's interested, we're still accepting applications for the talent competition through Tuesday. If anybody wants to come show any talent, Mr. Braswell, you have to have your clothes on for your talent. I want to make sure before you try to enter your talent.
I was just about to say.
I can see the wheels turning. You have to have clothes. No,
you know what?
Clothes. You have to wear clothes. Your talent.
It's not like being closest or something. I think it's closest. Like y'all just against people in clothes. That's like I feel like
it's a family event. It's a family event. But yeah, that's what music is doing. I recorded some stuff with do y'all remember Non-Brigade? Y'all remember I've been recording some with Beezy from Non-Brigade. I've also with Jace, who affiliate 144,000 chosen few. We got a big show coming out in Maryland in September.
Right.
Nice. Things happening. It's tiring.
It
wears me out.
Right. I hear some things bubbling. Everybody has things bubbling. Summer's coming to an end. And it's very interesting. So in the room, I saw a lot of things talking about cheating and things of that nature. So it brought me to something that I saw, and it was called micro cheating. Anyone ever heard of micro cheating? I think Leanne does.
Make it plain.
She's a micro cheater. Right, Leanne? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Leanne is big at micro cheating. You gotta watch her. If you're in a relationship with her, she is guilty of this all the time. So basically, she's gonna tell us a little bit about it, Leanne?
Oh, shit. Maybe I'm doing this. It could be a really good time to get curious with yourself and honest with yourself about what's missing in your relationship. And the sooner you can have a similar, honest, and curious conversation with your partner, even if it's uncomfortable, the better it will be. If you found this useful, follow along and let me know in comments what you think. Let's talk about micro cheating and the one question that can help you figure it out for yourself. Micro cheating is any behavior by one partner in a relationship which will make their other partner, if they knew, question their commitment. Examples include secretly texting someone and deleting those texts, hiding your relationship status and the fact that you're committed, fueling some sort of flirtatious or sexual energy with somebody outside. Now, I'm a couples therapist and I don't judge this at all because I know that there are a lot of complex reasons why people do what they do. Micro cheating is an especially gray area because it's often subtle and it depends on the agreement that the couple have between themselves. So here's a question that I heard about which I think can really help. Imagine if you were in the front seat of a car with this third person and your partner was in the back seat. Now, if your partner could hear everything that you were saying to this other person, would you still go ahead and say it? Would you still behave in those same ways? This is something that no one else outside of your relationship should answer for you. It's between you and your partner. If you're hearing this and thinking, oh shit, maybe I'm doing this, it could be a really good time to get curious with yourself and honest with yourself about what's missing in your relationship. And the sooner you can have a similar, honest, and curious conversation with your partner, even if it's uncomfortable, the better it will be.
Yeah, you don't need you to pay attention. So, interacting with an ex-partner. So some examples of micro cheating that I saw: interacting with your ex-partner in a manner that makes their partner feel uncomfortable, their new partner feel uncomfortable. Flirting or fueling sexual energy with someone besides your partner. Not making it clear to others that he or she is in an exclusive relationship. So if you don't really tell people you're in a relationship, they're saying it's kind of micro cheating, kind of like leaving it open. I don't agree to all of these because I don't think we have to tell.
Reading aspect. Reading aspects of.
Leanne.
Yes.
We hear it.
I'm trying to do something. Just relax.
Yeah, but we hear that. I need you present so you can be engaged in this conversation.
I'm engaged.
You're not. I asked you a question. You didn't hear it.
You didn't ask me a question.
Well, what are some micro cheating? What are some of the ways you micro cheat?
First off, I don't micro cheat. I don't have time for that. I don't cheat. Black women don't cheat. So I wouldn't know nothing about that. The thing about it is they're saying even if you flirt, you have a work husband or a work wife, liking other people's pictures, that's, very revealing and things like that. Thirst traps. Anything that you hide from.
They don't have to be revealing. They get like a picture, you know what I mean, because they find this person attractive, right? They don't have to necessarily be an overtly, you know what I'm saying? You could be trying to get their attention by liking their picture. But hopefully they're sliding your DMs like you do. See?
You done?
Go ahead.
Or it could be a thing where you are very flirtatious out at the bar because your partner isn't there. It could be
accepting drinks.
Just depends on what you and your relationship deems as
that's the key.
Cheating.
That's the key. So I think people need to have conversations about these things. So some of these things can be looked at as not a big deal. Like, I wouldn't necessarily mind if my joint was out and somebody bought her a drink and she accepted the drink. Get your free drink, girl. Some people find that to be a problem, right? How would you feel if your man was out and the girl sent him a drink?
I'm fine, long as it stays there.
Exactly, because again, it's up to the partner to do anything else. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind taking a free drink. It wouldn't. I wouldn't trip over it. But now work husband, things of that nature, I'm cool with that. Like that never made sense to me. So that would definitely be that's work husband is a fireable offense in my relationships, right?
I mean, that's if the person is actually calling them a work husband. They could just be a work friend.
Well, there we go. Fireable offense. But you got friends for at work. Man, we ain't at work to make friends unless you got a job that I didn't know about. You better go ahead on. Even if people thought someone was a work husband, to me, I would find it problematic. Because why is this person being connected to you? How do you feel, Dave?
I mean, yeah, the person feeling empowered enough or comfortable enough with attaching with someone who has somebody else would create the problem. I think the lady gave the best example. Like, if you were sitting in the front seat with this individual and your partner was sitting in the back, could you still hold the same conversations? And if you can't, then you're crossing the line. And I think that really should be like, if you're going to bother being in a relationship, you should at least honor the bond enough to respect, to do the same in front of them that you would do behind their back. But this could also be the reason why I can't tell you last time I've been in a relationship. I ain't got no time to be trying to measure all of these things and measure people's just people are so different in the grand scheme. And if you're not with somebody who's willing to communicate with you and find out exactly what your expectations are, what your triggers are, and then really honor them, then people end up wasting a whole lot of time and energy pretending to be in relationships.
Maria Hardy says, "Hi everyone, I miss you all." Hi Maria. Long time no see, or hear, or text, or comment. See. Anyway, she says, "Leanna, that's not true. I believe she was talking about when I said Black women don't cheat, and it absolutely is 100% true and factual." So,
100%.
Daryl, I love your hair. That bun is nice. Make me want to pull it.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Don't threaten me with a good time. What I would say with the ladies, the story she used with the girlfriend in the back. Why is just about your person in the back? That would be the problem right there. You know, if you're riding in the car, your girl in the back seat, and whoever next to you, problem already there. Like,
I don't think she was saying literally. I think she was saying hypothetically. Like, this should be your measure in how you communicate with people. Like, would you have the same communication if the person could hear you? If your person could hear you?
So this is how I communicate. If you dream about me being in the back seat, we're done.
Oh my gosh.
The order messed up. Dream about dropping me off because I'm good. I think that would be micro cheating in itself. You giving somebody else more, we'll say, staying power or attention than your person. Your person shouldn't be in the back seat. I think that would be bananas. I would get my crazy because, like, if I was a girl and she was driving and she was like, "Hey, can you get a back seat too?" I'll pop one of these timers. I swear to God, I'll pop every one of these timers.
Why are we being so literal about this?
That part. The example.
Because so in examples, you can micro cheat in examples. If you got an example, fix your example when you talk about a relationship. Ain't no example when I'm in the back seat. You already set it off wrong.
Okay.
You're already thinking wrong. Your example again. If you had a dream that I was in the back seat, you better wake up like my fault. You should be. Come on now. Why you think about me in the backseat? You already let me know what time it is. She already let me know this relationship ain't going nowhere. Because you're in the backseat. That's why.
It's crazy.
Okay. Well, just know that if I'm in the car, you in the back seat, and the other side is on next to me. Y'all in the back seat. Oh, cool. With the example now? Are you cool with the example now? Oh, got quiet all of a sudden. See, fellas, just reverse it and see how quickly it does what it does.
Ain't nothing about reversing it. You've thoroughly killed everything about this conversation.
Just because you can't keep up and you have nothing to add, don't try to make it me. I just asked a question about what the lady said, and we're talking about micro cheating. I said it would be micro cheating if I'm in the back seat. Absolutely.
What she means is if if your partner is around, you should be treating every interaction with someone else as if your partner was there.
Can hear.
But she is there.
Right.
She's there. She's in the back seat. She is there. What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
What's another topic we could talk about?
You guys have silencers in your back seat, so you can't hear what's going on in the front seat. Okay, I'm sorry. It's me. So what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
No, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about I can hear in the back seat what's going on in the front seat. You said act like she's not, like she's not, if she's around. She's around. She's right there. She's in the back seat. So,
we're breaking up. Maria Hardy said we're breaking up. She can't hear us. Is that everybody or specific people?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wonder. I don't hear it on my end at all, and maybe
I hear you breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking
up. You hear me breaking up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me go out right there because I don't hear. You guys keep talking. You're not waiting.
Oh, we were planning to. We were just waiting for you to go.
Exactly.
Hello, world. Oh, hey.
He gotta go. Because if we say something, he want to be in on the conversation before you go and bring everything up and talk it to death. Why are you still here? Okay. God. So micro cheating. I just think how much weight are we giving into micro cheating? Because some partners actually encourage it.
Right.
With their mates.
I think it's to each his own. Like, I feel like, first of all, I feel like a person's history and proclivities have a big make a bigger impact on this. Like, if we know our partner is our partner and not going anywhere, then we don't care what they say to somebody else. But if we know they have tendencies to step out, then we don't want them talking to anybody. And then anything can be considered micro cheating because, some people use anything as an opening. So, I mean, literal and figurative. And then we don't want them to have conversation with anybody.
Yeah. So would you say micro cheating without the history of cheating is more of an insecurity on the other person's part?
Absolutely. I think that if someone has shown that they are committed to their partner and has literally worked that out, like has said in word, has shown in action that they're not going anywhere, then there's not much that would, I can't see how the person should feel away if the person is saying, or what they would, I guess it would also have to do with what they're saying. Like, what exactly are they saying to them? Are they talking about their dress being cute? Are they, discussing lunch? I guess to what extent are they cheating? But I feel like someone accusing someone of micro cheating would have a lot to do with how they feel about themselves first, and then how they feel about their partner.
So I agree to disagree. I think that also is just how your relationship, what your boundaries are, right? You just may have some boundaries that say that this thing is not okay. It doesn't have to be anything more than you just don't feel this is appropriate. That just may be how your relationship. So it may not be something you've learned, do bad things. It may just be how your relationship.
So with that being said, it's how your relationship, is that coming from past relationships?
Maybe just how we learn everything. So what we saw from our parents, what we see on TV, how we learn and put together our relationships in our head, we set boundaries from that, right? We set boundaries from what we see, and then we kind of we formulate our own thing. So you may have not been hurt before by anyone, but you may have, for whatever reason, come to the conclusion that, you know what, I should be the only person cooking for my dude. So if someone is bringing food, that's not okay. But some people could be like, no, that's totally fine. I don't necessarily think I guess it's a personal decision on how I want a relationship. You know what I mean? The boundaries I have for myself and what I will allow and what I won't allow. So it could come from a place of, from experience, or it could be from just what you've learned over time, how you want your relationship to look.
I wonder how this term came to be, micro cheating.
Lynn, we know everything has a name today. Everything has a name today. I don't care what it is, they're naming everything. There's nothing that they're not trying to name and make it something to make it to be this. I think it just came to be recently. I heard it recently. I haven't heard it before. So it seems like it's a new term they use for the same things that we've been talking about for. There's work wives and husbands been around. Flirting, I think we all know flirting is, well, it depends who you are, but we know flirting is problematic. If you're flirting at work with people, I think that's problematic. So I think they're making everything something. Everything has had a term these days. Everybody's something.
Right, but I asked before, I don't know if you were on, some people encourage their mates to quote unquote micro cheat.
Okay.
When you see the women or men that can look at the opposite sex, know that that's what you're into, and tell you to look at somebody else.
So this goes back to the point where you have to determine the boundaries of a relationship, because I don't necessarily think that's cheating if you see something, because you can admire something and not lust after. It's how you look at something. I can see a beautiful woman and say, "Oh, she's a beautiful woman," or he's a nice looking guy. It doesn't mean anything, right? I can see a butt that's super big, like, her butt is crazy. She got mad, whatever in there. She got the job, whatever. And that to me could be fine, right? Because it's not a lustful thing. It's not like, girl, I would jump on that. And that's a little different, right? He said that would be a little different. But I think you can admire something and it not be cheating. So I think it's how it's done. Now, everybody can't accept it. Some people will think that admiration would be a problem. But depending on who you're with.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, Maria Hardy says, cheating is cheating. What is micro about cheating? Is it just a little bit cheating?
Right. I think some people say that it's innocent flirting, right? Or like having a work wife, work husband. It's just a work thing. You know, we don't talk outside of work. Some people think that's okay. You know, I personally don't, but some people do. But you may get a divorce from your work husband today, or it's gonna be a problem. I'm just saying. So, but that's why the big thing about all this stuff is you have to set the boundary for your relationship. This is one reason why if I saw like a friend out and I knew their partner and I seen them out with another person, I'm not saying anything because I don't know the boundaries of their relationship. Right? I could be like, oh, I saw him with so and so. He was hugged up. And she's like, I know. You know what I mean? That's how they relate to each other. So people can have if cheating is based on how you look at your relationship and what how you gonna move with it.
Okay. I can feel that. There's a lot of stuff that wouldn't bother me. I don't really get into too much stuff. But I'm trying to figure out what would really bother me. I just think if I have a lot of trust in the other person, there's not much that I would consider micro cheating. That could be just me being dumb or blind or ignorant to the facts. But I just don't see most things as, red flags.
I find it healthy because I'm with you. I'm not really looking for anything, right? I'm cool. You know, unless it's overtly just in my face, disrespectful, like it's real crazy. I'm cool. I don't trip over too much. Like I said, work husband is going to get me there. I'm going to stumble a little bit. Might not be a full trip. It's going to be a stumble. But for the most part, again, I think I'm pretty grown and pretty healthy, and I want a healthy relationship, and I trust my partner, right? If you're with someone, you want to give them as much trust as you can until they do something to take that trust away, right? I don't want to come in with anything from the past, anything what anybody else did. I want to come from a healed perspective, and if something happens, we'll deal with it, but I'm not worried about it before it happens. I'm not looking at everything they do like, oh, why didn't you answer your phone just now? They may not have wanted to. I'm not like that. You know what I mean? That's not me. But you know what, Leanne, sometimes being that way, I don't know if you ever ran into this, it's a problem because people are like, you don't care. You don't care. And they're so used to people being this way, being unhealthy, and checking where your phone at and all that. They're so used to that lifestyle. When you're just really, what I feel is healthy and healed and just living life without worry, that bothers them. Like, you don't really care about me. My phone rang 3 times and you didn't ask who was it. Because it's not my phone and it wasn't for me. Like, I'm not asking that question.
I have a rebuttal for that.
Go ahead.
Maria Hardy says, it's just like sin. Sin is sin. There is no big or little sin.
Oh, well, that's not true.
Do you care to elaborate?
Well, I mean, blasphemy is the ultimate sin, right? That is that takes away from God. So that's the ultimate sin. But go ahead. How about you, Dave? Jump in here. You have any thoughts on this?
I think she was referring specifically to when she was talking about cheating before. Like, I think she's saying that if you're micro cheating, you're just cheating. So if you're with somebody who's cheating, are you holding them accountable for cheating, or are you not holding them accountable for cheating? I think that's what she's saying. So,
you know what?
And I mean, again, I agree. It's what do you accept? What do you expect of your partner? What are you willing to accept of them? Are you disrespecting them? Would you talk about it would you talk the same way in front of them? And if you would not, then you don't need to be doing it. I think it's easy.
1 second, we got a phone call, guys. Let's see what we got here. Hello, caller. How are you doing? I'm doing well. So what do you got for us?
We can't hear them.
We can't hear.
Hold on. You can't hear it?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm sorry, not you. The Hold on one second. Why can't you hear? I hear it fine. I can hear you. They can't hear you, but let's do this. Okay. All right, go ahead. All right, what's your question? Oh, that's no, hold on. So, not tomorrow. No, I got football. So I can make it to it tomorrow. All right. No problem. I feel like my client. Why you can't hear it? Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Maria Hardy says, I heard that, Daryl. Whether you steal or kill someone, something, people expect to get treated differently, but God will judge them.
No, correct. But like I said, he can't judge you if you take yourself away from him. So you're right. You guys are right. And like I said, I think it's really interesting. Like, you're right. Cheating is cheating. I wonder how do people, if you are under this micro cheating, because it's so new, because I don't like I said, it's just, to me, it's cheating. But do you handle these things, right? Is it, is it, I mean, it's definitely less than, someone going all the way. But is it? I mean, some of this stuff can be more emotional, right? If I'm talking to you every day, I am buying food and we're eating lunch and we're doing all these things, that could be a whole relationship now. So
Yeah.
Right. So should we address micro cheating like cheating? Should we just because like Don I think said, that's a gateway into other things. Like people use the Trojan horse to get in there. It could be cookies, and now they're getting your cookies. You have to wear. No, but really, and so it's very interesting. Micro cheating is definitely a gateway into something else because what's behind, the flirtation? Are you is there such thing as a naturally flirtatious person? Do we believe that? Can you just be a naturally flirtatious person and expect your partner to like, look, this is who I am. I'm just a naturally flirtatious person. It doesn't mean anything. Can't one be a naturally flirtatious person?
If you are somebody who naturally wants the attention of the person you're flirting with, then why bother being in a relationship? Would be my thought. Like,
So
even if that is how
I
I got your attention in the first place, I was, flirting with you, but
right.
I
But
also
it
like
turn
the
off.
attention of other people. Then we keep things open.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if you be naturally flirtatious. Like you said, if you want to flirt with everybody, what's special about it for me?
Right.
And I think how do we handle that when we're out? And I guess what does flirtation mean? If you say, thanks, baby, to the girl at Starbucks when she gives you your coffee, is that a problem?
Well, who is baby? Who is she calling baby? Who you calling
That's what
baby?
I mean. Right. That's what I mean. So it sounds like that could be a problem. But is that kind of flirtatious? Would that be flirtatious? I just know one time it happened, and I'm not good. And I don't. The girl gave me the thanks. I think thank babe, something like that. And I'm not gonna say the same thing, but I said it. The girl was like, "Oh, you don't gonna do that."
Well,
So I was kind of confused.
if that's not something normally what you say, then yeah, it's a problem. But that's just like I would say someone in my family calls everybody baby cakes across the board. And so
Okay.
they even have a food truck and they serve people. And they'll give the people the food and they're like, all right, have a great day, baby cakes, or thank you, baby cakes.
I'm a baby
know,
cake there.
That's what they naturally say. But if you coming out of nowhere and you don't really normally call people baby or babe, and all of a sudden you calling some random babe,
okay, keep going. So
it's a problem.
But if it's a rando that nobody, like we both don't know, what are we doing? You know what I mean? What are we really doing? If I'm like, yo, my bad.
What are we doing? Why are you calling her babe?
It just came out. No reason. I don't know why. I really don't.
It is something to it. There's something to it. You want to be with her, just say that.
Right. This is where the past traumas come up. Somebody who's not healed. Hey, Leanne, were you there? That's what happened. How you knew and acted. I kind of felt kind of nervous when you were doing it. Like I was back in that traumatic. I had to breathe. I had to do my breathing. So yeah, that's interesting. But that I think that has to do with some past trauma. I'm like, that wasn't even that. You feel me? I don't.
Maria Hardy says, Maria Hardy says, let's be real. If you so much as even think about it, whether fantasizing, you're cheating.
This is true. Because I mean, that's the gateway, right? It has to start. Most things have to start with thought. Right. So you think about it, then you so yeah, it's tough. I mean, I say don't put yourself in positions, get yourself in trouble. So I know for me, if I find someone attractive, then I'm not going to be doing things. If I'm working with someone they're attractive, I find them attractive, I'm gonna stay the hell away from them. And that's just smart for me to do. Not that I'm weak, not that anything, but anything can happen if you're attracted to that person. I got to spend a couple of days at home and this girl brings some cookies. Now I'm her cookies. It's not my fault. She's attractive. So I'm going to stay away. I'm just going to stay away. I feel like that's the best thing to do, you know. And then don't put this, don't, and I never understood. I remember this pastor was like, yo, if I see a girl broke down on the side of the road, I'm not stopping her. I'll call AAA, but I ain't going to stop if my wife's not there. And I was like, oh, what is he talking about? But I get it. Don't even put yourself in those situations.
Maria Hardy says, so again, what is micro cheating? Well, what is micro? So
I think this is the conversation made me look at it. Not we said it first. Like, what are we doing? You cheating. Like cheating is cheating. How are you going to address this cheating? Now it should because it's not really micro. It's actually could be the beginning of something, right? Everything starts with something. Whatever attention, whatever gets you in the door, like you want to sing a couple bars in your song, and then next thing, you know, he's giving you the bar. Right? That's how it works sometimes. They try to sing a couple bars on your song, and then all of a sudden they try and give you the bar. Like these things happen.
Listen.
Really? They're like, hey, I'm helping you with these certifications. And then they certify you from the back, right?
A lot.
They're gonna knock it out again. It's crazy. But look, we learned. Ain't no micro cheating. It's cheating. Hey, it's cheating. Somebody tried to, you know what it was? Somebody tried to lessen their cheating by saying it's micro. So now you can say it's not that big of a deal. It's micro. You know how micro, you know what micro means? Super little. Micro. So I think people are trying to get stuff off with it now. Now I see it's a full bailout where I can do these little things and it's not, it's not a big deal.
Maria Hardy says, why isn't it macro?
Well, right. I think it's one of the same. Like you said, it's one of the same. But last thing we'll say on this is everyone needs to make sure you outline the boundaries of your relationship. And with boundaries come responsibility. If someone doesn't respect your boundaries, you have to respect them. You have to get up out of it. So,
and that is key, because in all matters of relationship, if you can't feel comfortable expressing your boundaries and expecting someone who you respect and give respect and expect respect from to honor what it is that you have to say, then there's not really a relationship there anyway. I think that's where people get all messed
Right.
up. This when you have people showing up at the job trying to figure out who the work husband or work wife is because they already know that the disrespect has been taking place. Like, why you still rocking with them? It gets to that
Right.
point, you need to let it go.
That's real. That is definitely real. You know, I was looking at a lot of stuff and I was talking about social media and what does it say about you? And like, Lynn, how about you? What does your social media say about you? Will we know you from your social media?
No. And depending on what social media you go to, you'll see something different. And depending on how far back on that social media, you'll see something different.
We're not talking about John, the OnlyFans, John. We're not going to be talking about that.
You stupid. I don't have OnlyFans. Thank you very much.
Wink, wink. And D, what does your social media say about you?
It says what I want people to think about me. It says what I want people to support about me.
Right. And the very thing I think both your socials basically, some people I think put too much on social media. I think, and now I'm seeing they're using social media for jobs and things of that nature. They're looking at what's on your social media. How are you representing yourself? How you represent this company? So even more so, we have to teach our kids, like, look, what you put on the social media is a screenshot of who you are to people, right? It's like a social resume. And we really have to be careful what's on it. Like, same with me, I don't really put much on my social media. On none of my things. Most of the time I post maybe on enough for answers, but personalized stuff, not really. Like, I don't really put my vacations or where I'm going. I don't really think that's something people know for me. So I'm not a big poster at all, period. Every now and then I might post something. I'm just not really big on posting things. And, I'm not, like I said, the most I can get engaged with is maybe the enough for answers room. But I'm not really big on what people do. I feel like everybody lies on social media anyway, so I don't think I follow anybody per se. How about you guys? You guys follow anybody on Instagram? You guys follow anything specific?
Okay, hold on. Maria Hardy says, gotta go. Have a good night. Hopefully I can catch you next week. Good night, Maria. Have a good one. For social media, again, depending on what social media I'm on, let's be real. I only really look into other people's stuff or follow people on TikTok.
What type of stuff do you follow?
Stuff about dogs. That's a big one. Dogs, okay. Boston Terriers, a motivational speaker who's like a regular person down to earth, and then news.
Okay.
And I one political channel.
Okay. How about you, Dave?
I mean, I don't really follow anybody's life that way. I think that I also think though that's our generation. I think that we are of a generation where we reach out to people if we want to know what's going on with them. Whereas I feel like the part of the reason why I post as much as I do is because trying to relate to an audience, which it is that I am still actively trying to build. A lot of people want to know more now because of the social media culture that we're in, want to know more about the people that they would listen to or the people that they would support or buy a ticket from. And so I am told often to try to relate to the people who will be on my socials.
Right.
But I just personally, I honestly don't have time to say that I'm looking into anybody else's individual life that way because I'm too busy living my own. So.
Right. And I think that's really what it is. I know a lot of people who engage in following people and in their life and posts so people can see their life. And if they don't get a lot of likes, like likes are a drug. If you don't get a lot of likes, you feel like, you feel like that post failed. So some people are really into that. That's never been me. It's not really into that. It's boring. My only friend is Leanne. That's the problem. and I know she's going most of the time though. So, with that being said, but I think I would definitely tell people why. I see all these, even some court cases where they're using your social to see who you are, to see the type of person you are, which is crazy.
It is. Because I definitely leave the bulk of what I think and feel off of my socials. It's definitely a planned and strategic view that is put out on social media.
Right. As we should. What you got first tonight?
What you mean?
You got any videos for us tonight?
I have a question for y'all. I have a premise for you, and it is along the lines of setting boundaries, but I think more, I guess, in friendships and just general conversation. So I have now had the same argument 3 times with someone in which I am tied in with music. So business-wise, we have created some stuff, and as a result, it's made plain to me because I set this boundary and I enforce and reinforce this boundary. If we're making music, there's not going to be any kind of romantic engagement for us going forward. Business is business. So this person said that they agree with that from jump. But keeps trying to, I can't even say trying to, keeps talking to me, not even trying to talk to me, keeps talking to me about his personal life and making implications as if I am looking to be in a relationship. Not even necessarily with him, but just talking about me wanting to be in a relationship. And then he'll randomly say something to me about something that's going on in his personal life. To which I'm like, it's not that I'm not listening to what you're saying, but I'm not interested in engaging. So now it's at a point where I'm feeling like I don't even know how we can have a business relationship because this person insists on forcing their personal life on me. Like I don't want to know that much about you. And he told me that I'm strange for feeling like that, which is okay. I'm okay with that too. But how do you all feel about enforcing boundaries outside of what you perceive to be a personal relationship? Like if there's a business relationship, do you you expect that person is going to be able to share personal information with you?
See, I think this is easy for me because whatever relationship it is, it's that. Because once you start doing something outside of whatever our relationship is, I just walk away. I'm cool with boundaries because if we have a work relationship, then I don't really have a connection to you like that anyway. So I just walk away from you. Like I usually at work, I say I'm getting a headache. When people start saying or talking, I say I'm getting a headache. Leanne has this problem too because she's a people person. So she'll sit there and listen to all the nonsense. She'll be like, So you got 5 kids, well, maybe you don't need no more. She'll just be there entertaining the conversation and dreading every second of it. So I think we owe. So I think the problem with you had a conversation before. It sounded like 3 times.
Yes.
That person does not respect you or your boundaries. So then you don't respect you. Because at a certain point, you got like, I already said this, bro. I'm not talking about it anymore. Right? Because you have to ultimately respect your boundaries. People are going to, try your boundaries. And if you let them trample over it, then they'll get used to trampling over it. I'm not a trample over type boundaries type person. Every time I like people to try to step trample over so I can just say something. Like I wish it would. That's the type of person I have grown to be. Because again, I need to care about me and I need to make people care about me. And if you don't care about me, you gotta get away from me.
Agreed. But that was my point. My point is that is what I'm saying. And that's what I'm enforcing. Like, we're just not going to talk about any old thing. Like, I'm not really interested in what's going on in your personal life. I'm not interested in hearing you tell me what you think about my personal life either. Like, that's not something that, but I was just curious if I was on my own and feeling like those boundaries should be enforced. That's really what I was trying to figure out.
Absolutely. And I can enforce it like when they start talking about balloons. They're like, what? Like, yeah, I got this girl, get balloons. Just keep saying it until they get the point to be below. Like, at a certain point, they're going to be like, you're crazy below. I mean, that's just me. That's how I handle things. So, Leanne, balloons, that's your new thing, okay? So you're sitting there engaging for hours for no reason. Leanne is so nice, y'all. She has such a heart. She just can't do anything that may hurt somebody's feelings. She just can't. She can't do it. So we're gonna get her to the point where she can. She be up. If she supposed to be in bed, she be up all night. They be talking. She's like, honey, yeah, I hear you. I'm just but she's nice. So no, but we all have to work on it. I think it takes time, and we have to learn that whatever your boundaries are, like I said, you have to be ready to enforce your boundaries. Because people won't. They're not going to respect it sometimes. So you got to show them that I respect them, and if I got to get away from you, then I have to get away from you. You know, sometimes a little virtual pow will help that person get on track and come right. Like I said, you don't want somebody doing stuff that doesn't suit you, right? That's not what we're here for. I don't want to hear about your personal life. And that's true. I definitely don't. I was talking the other day, it's why I don't like going out with random people. Like in relationships, I don't like going out with their friends because I don't want to hear the random chit chat that they have amongst each other, right? I don't care about your kids, I don't care about your dog, I don't care about your house, I don't care about the grass, none of that. That's crazy because when I talk about my problems, she hangs up on me. Lee's favorite sister.
You're a liar.
There we go. See, Lee is learning, but don't use little sis for this. You know what I mean?
She's a liar. She's a liar.
Don't call. I don't believe she's telling the tale. I believe she's telling the truth, Leanne. We're gonna talk about this after the show. You can't hang up on people like that. Yeah, I mean that's a good one. I like to do that a lot of times. I just hang up. I hang up with people all the time at work. It's a problem. They be talking about and then I miss the phone back.
Yeah, hang up on people. Tell people you're gonna call them back and never do. Tell people, call me back and never answer.
All the things. I got all receipts. All receipts. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I have all the receipts.
We checking call logs tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, who's the enforcer of boundaries on this call?
Listen, sometimes we have to. I think I just want to get into a little bit of the Norman Wells situation. I keep hearing people say that they don't see race and color doesn't matter. I would just like to say if that was the case, why are there kind of like two sides? Right? There's two sides. And the sides look very different. Like if we don't see color, we'll see them if we look at the sides. You know what I mean?
Right.
One's gonna look like salt and pepper, and one's gonna be more salt. There is something interesting because for me, when I'm in a lot of rooms, I see a lot of people just saying, we want to know what happened. That's it. we want to win. And that is causing a problem. I think Dee said before, because you asking questions and not just taking what we said it is, you're a problem. You know, and I feel like it's just ugly and it's very stressful. You know, and I'm not directly in the situation, but you know, I still feel like I'm in the situation. Like this could be any of us is how I feel, right? And I feel like how the parents are being attacked is wild, right? You're just trying to find out what's going on with your son. You said nothing. You said nobody did anything. You just asked them questions, and they're attacking your job. They're attacking your character, and I find that to be very unsettling. And the last thing, you know, I think it was like maybe 4 more people that were hung in that area or in Texas, you know, that we're not talking about, that we don't know how to. Especially at a tough time, you know, just you know, I can talk, get it out. Leanne don't want to talk to me all the time. She hangs up on me, like she does, little sis. Dee, have you heard anything about it, or your kids said anything? You know, are they in tune with it at all?
No, I think my teenagers have been pretty oblivious to the situation, which is a little bit scary to me, actually, because I've been talking to them heavy. Now I am on high alert as a result. You know, we talked about the community in which we live. So it's like now I'm trying to get them to be more aware, but they don't really understand why it's in the front of my mind the way that it is. But I agree that it's definitely a line of it's a color line being drawn, but I think it's also accurate that you said it's a salt and pepper side on one side and a salt side on the other, because I do believe that there are some people understanding that there is a right side of this line regardless of the color that they are, and that there is a wrong side of this line, and that eventually you know, the people who are hanging out on that side are simply those who want to enforce ignorance that comes from a lack of value of Black lives. And like you said, now even with the amount of lynchings that they're calling, the fact that they're calling them suicide by hanging people, that people are noosing themselves. Surprisingly, though, I really was curious. I was actually going to look up the other day how many white people are known to hang themselves from trees, because for some reason that seems to be such a popular way for young Black people to be taking their lives again lately. I'm not saying just lately, but again, it's coming back to the front of the media. And it's just so sad that these families have to rehash these stories, because otherwise things were just getting kind of brushed under the rug, and no foul play before the cop even gets to the daggone scene. There's not even an investigation had, and we're determining that this person took their own life. Like, I think it's just a terrible history that is now blaring for us, and I hope that this is finally one that helps to change just to the way we value Black lives in this country.
Yeah, and again, I'm more pessimistic. I mean, I've seen so many things, and nothing's really changed much. You know, we get micro changes.
Micro.
But it doesn't seem like we get the big change. Like, I mean, I would think it would be easy to say, we're not sure what happened to this young man. Let's just exhaust everything we have to find out what happened to this person. And when you don't get that type of response, that bothers me, where they're not giving the full powers at B to find out what happened. I feel like they're dragging their feet. It's 30 days in, and we know nothing more than we knew in the beginning, right? It's all this stuff going around, but there's nothing we know definitively, right? That's scary as a parent you lose a child and you don't even know why or how. And people are rushing to judgment. I'm in these comment sections, and I'm like, well, how do you know he drowned? How do you know what happened? I don't know what happened. I'm just waiting to see what comes out. Right. So, like, oh, let's lock up the ocean. That's real insensitive to say that, or to say unequivocally, these boys did nothing. These good,
Right.
wholesome American boys, American dream boys did nothing. That to me is a dog whistle, right? So it's tough. It's tough. I just wanted to bring it up. It's a lot going on with the case. I'm not sure everything. And there's so much that you hear, and you don't know what's true, what's not true. But I send T's and P's, thoughts and prayers out to all of them. So Leanne, how's dating going? And Donnie, she said she ain't been on dates. Man, what's going on? You got enough time to date? Look for dates.
I'm dating music. I'm dating my art.
We can do a dating game where I can like 3 or 4 guys and come up.
No, absolutely not.
Ask the questions.
155% no.
Pick one to go out on a date with. You know what I mean? No. Okay. Pop the balloon type style.
Nope. No,
you have to pop that balloon. Nah, I'm saying okay. Well, it's so interesting that I'm comforted to see my daughter and her friend were out today, and 4 little boys walked up and trying to talk to them. And I'm like, yo, they are trying to talk to people in the wild. It was really refreshing to see. I thought kids didn't talk to each other, but they were really trying to talk to them. So there may be some hope for these children. I was right there. But get your little behind away from here. Chase them down the street. That's neither here nor there. They try to talk to them, and that's really what all that counts, right? Right, Leanne?
Yeah.
What are you reading? Leanne can't do 2 things at once, everybody. So if she's trying to do something else, she definitely can't talk or say in the conversation. She cannot do 2 things at once.
Are they comments coming up? I can't read. They're too small.
Oh, yeah, it's another one.
That's a new development for me is when I wake up in the morning, I got to have my glasses right away. And that is a sad state of affairs for me.
Who wants to date in this generation? The pool is full of garbage and disease. So I hear people say that all the time. Right? People say that all the time, but are they part of the garbage and disease? Like, what? It's just everybody else? That's confusing to me, people saying these things, right? So I think, or is it the pool that people are shopping in? Are they shopping in bad pools?
Right.
I think that could be the thing too. So we have to really check out the rooms we're in, right? If you're looking for someone, you need to be in rooms that have people that you want to be with, right? If you have a whole bunch of bums in there, then I think, why are you in the room? You a bum too. Don't try to above it. You in the room above it. I'm above it. No, you're not. You're all at the same place. Go somewhere else. And that's the thing too. People, if you don't like them, stop picking them. Oh, he was dumb. He was this. She was this. You picked them. So I would say vet them a little bit better before you vet them. Before you make them your girlfriend, before you go on trips, vet them a little better. How about you get to know
that's
people?
The problem.
Right, man.
Vetting them, and I'm opting out and not willing to go further. So it's part of the problem. The vetting stage. When you have standards, it's hard to
No, I think that's exactly what it should be. I think when you find that person, they're going to make you twinkle, and that's going to be the one you're going to try to do a little bit more with, right? I think definitely if you're not feeling it with the person, then you're not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? If you're letting them go, that's because that spark really isn't there. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to, sometimes I think we try to force a spark.
Yeah, dating right now is like, people ghosting you quickly, or they're not having full-blown conversations. You say one thing that they're not in line with or agree to or deem a stupid question or whatever the case may be, they're done. And then you have people lying and trying to play you for a fool, and it's just. And then people say they want somebody honest and everything like that, but when I am honest, it's a problem. You're too honest.
Mm-hmm. Because,
I know a big part of me is I'm a hopeless romantic as well. And a softie.
Really? I mean, you told me you wanted to put it on his mustache, but
I did not say that. I hate you so much.
Is this on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought we were in agreement.
I did not say that.
However, both things can be true. I don't know why that has to be mutually exclusive, but both things can very much be true.
See, exactly. But I think too, because a lot of hurt people out here trying to date, a lot of people who are hurt, not ready, not think they know what they're doing, they don't know what they're doing, and out here and and that's what Jay was talking about. That's the pool of people you want to get away from. They're hurt. They're coming with these bad ideologies. They don't want to take much. They want to leave. They don't want to really be there. They want to lie. And it really does get frustrating after a while when you're if you're dating that way. So, and then it's tough to find the rooms you want to be in because they keep them secret. People keep their own room secrets. They don't want everybody in the rooms. So it does present some problems, right? But like I said, Leanne, I think you're doing it right. I think you talk to them as much as you can and try to get to know them. And if they bonk out, they bonk out. I mean, they will look for something different. They will look for something different. I don't know what people look for today either, too. That's the other thing. I'm not sure if people are sure what they're looking for. So it's tough. But like I said, we have a dating game. I can be the host. I got 2 beautiful women right here that we can. Hey, fellas, hit my inbox. Tell me which one you want to.
Let me find out you're pimping us out on a Friday night. Why do you feel like you be pimping me and Leanne out on a Friday night? That is not how this is about to go down. So, hit me up on my inbox and let me know.
I got y'all. We can hook it up. We take the date out. We'll date on nothing but answers, but it has to be filmed for content, so we got to see it. And then we go from there. You got to come back and tell us about the date. Like, yeah, it was okay.
The dating game. We're going to be holding up cards.
I went to the Cheesecake Factory. It was good. I ain't like his beard. His beard wasn't like I wanted it to be. Right here. That's weird. And I got the other thing too. The last thing we're talking about with dating, I think people want perfect. People have this Disney state of mind where they're gonna meet this perfect prince or princess, and the person's gonna be perfect, and they're gonna have everything you want, and it's not gonna be any problems, and it's gonna be perfect, and it's not perfect. So when life becomes real, that becomes problematic, but you want it perfect. You want the honeymoon stage forever. Go ahead.
I think it's that, and I think we live in a digital world, and so much so that anybody can pretty much create. With AI, you can create your world to be whatever you want it to be, or whatever you think people are seeing of it. And the second something seems a little amiss in your real life, people think that they can escape to something that will be better. There's just so many options. Like, they're just unlimited options out there, so that if this one thing is not what you want it to be, then I got to go see where something else is, because this person is smiling all the time. I want the life where I'm smiling all the time. I want the life where he or she is buying me whatever it is that I want, and it's flowers every Tuesday and Thursday, and date nights that are picture perfect, not taking into account that someone is actually planning this out. Like I said about my socials, like, you see what wants to be seen. You don't see that they arguing all the way to the daggone photo shoot. You don't see that.
Right.
You don't see that he got a boyfriend. You don't see that part either. Like, that's,
she went there.
It's a it's a whole
Leanne, wake up.
a whole
Wake up.
world that you were unaware of. So
And you know what? And those are perceived options, right? We think there's a million options out there, but there isn't. You know, that's the thing too. You think
correct.
you can go out there, but it isn't, right? So it's very difficult to get one person. You get another person, it may or may not happen. You get a person that does the things that you want or lines with your values. It's a lot out there. So if you find somebody, people don't want to work on things anymore. They don't know how to work on anything anymore. People don't know how to stay in it. That's why we're not going to see those 40, 50, 60 year relationships anymore. They're going to be old because people do not know how to sit in that valley to come out on the other side stronger. You know what I mean? And that's really a big problem. Leanne, what are you doing over there? So she can't do two things at once. Yes, the screen. What you doing, Leanne?
What's crazy for me is my lesson is I get frustrated. Like, very specific example. I just found out about this show on Saturday last minute. I had to run up to Astoria on Wednesday for the rehearsal. And in my mind, I'm like, dang, I really wish I had somebody in my life that could hop in a car with me and we ride out. Like, I just want somebody to be there with me from time to time when there's things that I have to do. But at the same time, I think about if I said, all right, Rashid called me, I got to get to Astoria tonight. And he's like, I don't think you should go. And I got to be like, what? Like, the other side of singlehood, and another reason why I just at this where I am right now, a man would have to be super patient and understanding, which I completely understand. But it ends up that I am the third wheel, sometimes the fifth wheel in a lot of circumstances. And the arguments that I hear sitting in the back seat of the car, you know, they fussing in the front seat. Then at those moments, I'm like, yes, Lord, that is why God has made it so that I am single right now, because y'all are about to go to blows over some daggone cereal. And it's not that serious for me. I get up and do what I want to do on a day-to-day basis. And I think that a lot of people, especially when you get to a certain age, you kind of get into that flow. If there's not somebody who's been there with you that you're used to sharing decisions with, then, and life with in general, it's easy to kind of close off to yourself.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing. Like, at this point, if you've been alone for so long, you kind of get used to it. Like I said, you're used to being able to do what you want to do. Do I want to now have to make room for somebody else in my life to tell me, like, to make room for what they want to do? Or if they're not comfortable with certain things, they don't want me to do certain things. Do I want that? Like, and there's nights I want you not to be around me. Like, so I like my freedom, you know? I like just to be alone sometimes and not hear anything and not hear people ask me questions. So that is that part too. Like, you know, I think sometimes people want something, but then you get it, you don't want it all the time. Like, you got me every day. I can talk to you like every week. You know, so it's that part. Leanne, what are you doing? See this? What are you doing? Leanne's over there, and she's probably online dating right now in the middle of the show. That's what she's doing. I see her eyes looking for beards.
No, I'm not. I was actually looking up a video
about beards.
No, it was not about beards, but it's about whether or not we're going to look at it. I'm not going to give you the plot.
Don't worry about it. You can't give me the plot when it's like you swipe left if you like that one, or swipe right, whatever this one is. You just swipe one way.
Brody, you want to see it or not?
Hey, yo, what are we talking about? This is not your OnlyFans. Okay, man, put it on. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting this is live. I apologize. This thing was on.
Because I slept with a few youths in the past in college does not mean we're going to sit there and call the wedding off. It was in college. Right now, no. Right now, it was in college. Oh, for the love of God. It was in college. It was in college. You act like you were never curious or you never met someone with. I'm a good man. Any woman will want a man like me. Any women will want a man like me. So you go ahead and try to throw me away. You go ahead and try. Like let me tell you something. You will never find another man like me. You will never find another man. I will. You're judging me.
Another man like mine.
Right? That's not right. For what? College. I'm a different man now. Serious. You're not serious. It's not finished. 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 It's because I can be. Because you're judging me. Because I struggle.
Why are you still here is wild. Wild. You heard her?
So can guys be curious and then go to be with a woman for the rest of his life?
Sure. You technically you can be whatever you want to be. I think it's like saying about boundaries, what the other person is willing to accept. I think that this conversation should have been had a long time ago, because listen, I don't know about experimentation. I don't know what he went through. I don't know if he said this is where he's at right now. If she chooses to believe him, cool. If she don't, cool. But it's on her. It's on that person. You know what I mean? What would you guys think if you had your fellow who had some fellows when he was in college?
I mean, I think people experiment all the time. I think in her circumstance, it sounds like she found out that was his proclivity after, or that was his history. I won't say his proclivity now. That was his history after they had already established something. So it seemed like it might surprise her. I don't know why I don't understand why circumstances like this end up being on social media though. What's hurtful for me is like, this feels like something that's really private. I don't know if it's a skit, but to me, their voices sounded like they were really, I don't know, I just heard hurt on both sides of what was happening in that video. And I feel like, again, if you talk about it before you get into the nitty gritty of your relationship, you're not surprised by these things and you can make those decisions one way or another. I think this is something that's rough to be brought up when you're already in it. Like he can't get drunk one night 3 years later and be like, hey, by the way, I had 4 boyfriends before me and you got together. Like that. I feel like that's kind of rough.
When does that come up? You know, when does it come up? Like, yeah, I took a couple. Does it matter if they were talking about him? Would that change anything?
I don't know. I feel like it's either something you share or you don't. Like, okay, so
if he shared, like, yo, I was on top. You know what I mean? Is that different than him sharing and saying he was on the bottom?
I don't know. Like, to me, if you're going to be with somebody after you know that they have had a history that way, then you're either going to be with them or you're not. Like, I don't know. To me, it's not whether you were giving or receiving. It's a matter of that was the partner that you chose at that time. And if that's the case, will you be satisfied with me being your partner going forward?
Well, I think he said that already by Matt. So he already said, you're satisfying me, male or female, right? Because we're going forth together. So I'm already, already saying I'm committed to you.
Right. So that's my point. So to me, it doesn't matter whether you were giving or receiving at that time. If you're saying that we're going to be together and I'm accepting that that's your past, and I'm accepting that's your past.
All right. How about you?
It's difficult.
Does it matter top to bottom? If he was the bottom, should you stay with him? just asking the hard-hitting questions.
I don't know that I would even stay with him if he was a top. Like,
okay.
And it's messed up because if this was reversed, I don't think it would be an issue.
Right.
Nah, girl, that's how y'all play.
That's not how we play.
It is. Don't get on here lying. Y'all very sexual with each other. Y'all touch each other. Like, look at your boobs. Like, this is what y'all do.
It never
I'm not
touched
even
none
gonna-
of my friends' boobs.
I'm not.
This people just out here just telling falsehoods. Okay, girl, do it. Just all of it do.
That's what browsers told you.
But I hear you. But so what if your person was in a threesome?
What?
They were in a threesome.
I wouldn't be.
No, if you found the person, the dude was in a threesome with another guy
With another man?
and a girl.
No.
Would that change it? Would that change your outlook? Would you say, you know what, I could accept it. He's in a threesome. There's a woman there. You know.
No, because what were you doing?
Bottom.
No. All right, this is over. Wrap this up.
Yeah, you guys, this is just terrible. Just terrible. You guys are judgmental.
Not me.
If you
Not
love
Leanne either.
someone-
Leanne's not. She just knows what she likes. That's a healthy boundary. She knows what she likes, and that's okay.
If you love someone and they made one or maybe two mistakes in college, I don't think you should just throw them away.
I don't
Give them
count
a
it as a
chance.
mistake. They made a choice.
Okay,
It's not a mistake.
but
That's a willful choice.
yeah, but it must look to you as a mistake if you're willing to get away from the person from it. So it's a bad choice by your every measure you have because you're like, not you as you, but the person is saying, I don't want to be with you anymore. So you're saying he made a bad choice. You don't respect him as having a choice or having an experimental phase or, you know, going through something. And he tried it and now he's, you know, he got it out of the system and he's with you. He's with you, Leanne, now that he got it out of the system. He's with you now. And you're telling me you couldn't put that aside. Everybody has a past, right? And
Everybody don't have that pass.
So let me ask this. To me, it's the equivalent of if a man said he only exclusively dated women with blonde hair and blue eyes before. In college, I only dated women with blonde hair and blue eyes. But now, I like you. Can I accept that taste at that time was so completely different than what it is that I have to offer and be confident and comfortable going forward that I'd be able to satisfy what it is that they're looking for?
See, but
That's why I said I don't think it is a mistake. It's not a mistake. It was a choice. I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
No. That's your insecurities, right? Because if I tell you I like you and you're worrying about me liking you because what I did in the past, that's about you. You know what I mean? That's about you. You're not you, but that's about that person's insecurity. Because
so how's that different?
If I'm telling you I like you, right? Even though I may have liked this in the past, if I'm telling you I like you, you're telling me I don't. When I'm telling you you do, when I do, you know what I'm saying?
So how is this different? Tell me how this is different.
I'm on Brandon saying that if you like someone, even if you like something in the past, you can like something different now, and that's okay. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I call blind hair, okay, I'm sorry, Randy, what are you saying?
I was just asking, so do you consider that different? Is that two different things?
No. Okay. I don't think it's different. I think that you like what you like. You can, at one point in life, I like something totally different than I like. Right?
And you change. Yeah.
And my taste change. You know, sometimes you grow and then you like different things. You know, one time I had that colonized doctor, I like straight hair. You know what I mean? I thought straight hair was better. You know, but now I love curls, natural curls, things of that nature. But I remember younger having that colonized side, like, nah, the hair should be straight on a black. Not saying like a black, straight hair. Hair is better straight, because that's what, you know, was kind of in my mind. But today, I don't think that way at all. That's actually total opposite. So if you went by what what people knew of me in the past, you're like, well, look at that, you would be off. You know what I'm saying? Because I've changed, I evolved. My taste buds are different. What I like now or want now is totally different than then. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can be totally different than what you wanted last year. Right? You can have a different taste for something contingent upon. I can't remember the movie I was just watching with Megan Good in it, and the guy, one of her friends was talking to a guy, but he was very female presenting. He was like, "Hey girl, clock it," but he talked to her friend, and they were dating, and the friend was having that problem. She kept wondering, does he really want me? Because he was really effeminate. Like he was really like, you know what I mean? So and then I remember at one point they had a gay guy hit on him, and he's like, "I'm with her."
Right.
And the gay guy was like, "Girl, he don't like you," and it really got to her. But in the story, he really did like her. He liked her, be with her, wanted to date her, even though he was very, that's what. Even though you have a little different taste now, doesn't neglect the possibility that you will either like it or attempt it again. See, again, that's on you. You're telling somebody what they may or may not do, right? There's things that you may have did before that now you won't do anymore, right? So to me, I don't like straight hair like that anymore. That's not the preference. That's not the go-to. I don't think that my eye has changed. You know what I mean? So what I find now beautiful is different. Do I think I can go back? I don't. And with this, I don't think I can go back only because I also found the ancestors. I found more of me being aware of self now too, right? So it's accompanied by me knowing who I am as well. So like the colonized eye, I know what I was seeing through before. So that's also a difference that would make me not go back. So I don't know if it's quite the same as a sexual encounter, right? Because I guess that person could go back, or they could have that. I know a person who thought they were one thing, they had a sexual encounter, and I think it couldn't even all the way go through because it hurt so bad they realized that this life wasn't for them. That wasn't for them. The next time I saw them, they had a girlfriend, they had a baby, and they still were very effeminate. They still were like, look, I couldn't take it. That wasn't for me. But now they found out that maybe they thought they were a certain way because maybe how they acted, maybe they were pushed that way. But now they're like, no, this ain't me. I don't like that. That's not me at all. That knocked it off. It knocked it all out at the end. What are you laughing at?
I'm sorry, what?
What were you laughing at?
At before?
Yeah.
That was so long ago. I don't even remember.
See how some people lie? See how people lie? They'll lie to your face. Share, yeah. You know what I mean? Share. This is what I'm talking about. Anyway. So
she pleading two.
So
putting the fifth on both hands.
It's crazy. Like Leanne likes beards, right? Did you always like beards, Leanne, or is it something you grew into, or beards always your thing?
Let me tell you.
Uh-oh.
I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I was built for it. You understand me?
Really? Because were beards always a thing?
I don't care whose thing it was.
In your
I know it was mine.
Gotcha. Okay. So the beard phase caught up to your.
I'm sorry,
so
what?
The beards caught up to your life. Beards wasn't always a thing, right? Like they are now. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody has a beard. That wasn't always a thing, right?
You said the beard phase caught up to me.
Caught up to your life, meaning it's more a thing that everybody wants to do it. Everybody has beards now. That wasn't the case.
You liked it before it was popular, is basically
exactly. What are you talking about?
That's what I said.
I told you it wasn't new to this.
Right. So I said the beard's caught up to your liking.
It been my liking.
Never mind. Hey, listen. So, hey, thank you for doing this.
This me in the back seat, y'all arguing about cereal again. This why I'm single, right here. That right there.
Yeah. Thank you. See, fellas, this is the problem we have. We speak two different languages. You know, two different languages. What you talking about? You know, I was talking.
Because you keep saying it caught up to my liking. What does that mean?
Yes. It
caught up to my liking.
That he's basically calling you a tastemaker. You liked it before everybody else started liking it, is what he's trying to say.
Oh, beards caught up to my liking.
Yes.
Got you. Explain it. God, you just say stuff.
Say it over and over again. That is one thing that I can say about the difference between men and women. Men want us to understand a thing so badly that they will say the same thing 3 times in a row and expect that somehow on the second and third, those same exact words might mean something else. And then they get upset with us. We're nagging because we say it 7 different ways, the same thing 7 different ways, hoping that you'll get it. And then you're like, oh, I heard the first time. That is inherent difference, I think, between men and women.
Did you just hear this nonsense? They said, hey, you guys say it in words that make sense. We don't understand it. So you saying words that have meaning, because words have meaning. That's not understanding. It's your fault because we can't understand that words have meaning. So then you said it, what's it, 7 different ways? Well, why would you say it 7 different ways? Why would you just say it the way we said it so you can understand it?
Obviously, I wasn't understanding your way. Daggone it, balloons.
Okay.
Balloons.
Yeah. Hey, thank y'all for enjoying us. Hey, we love y'all for coming out. Please continue to go to our Facebook group. It's growing. Check us out on YouTube. Please like, subscribe. Give us the hype. I don't know if we give the hype yet. We don't have enough people hype yet. So we can't give us the hype yet. Just give us some people. Leave some likes, leave some comments. Let us know where you're from. Check everybody out here. Their socials there and there. Go to the room. Leanna will be there telling tales about something. Dee will be there misunderstanding something I said, and she can understand it because she said something. Hey, everybody have a good night. Hit the button. Let's get out of here. Let's go.